Speaking of your stranger pool, he made a comment about his former job, Tom.
Oh, he did?
I remember doing high school baseball calls, and the banter you have to have is very much like this, and it's just this guy being silly, going back and forth. But I did think of you when I saw that this morning, going through some old tweets of his.
I know he's out celebrating somebody's birthday today.
They're walking a dog.
And walking a dog.
I'm going through his tweets right now, looking for something fun. Just watch chickens cross the road, so there goes that lore. There's truth in that lore.
That's great.
Okay.
Not only did you see it, you stopped to tweet about it. That's great. Or what do we call it on X anymore? X about it? Is that what you do now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what you call it. You just call it a tweet. But now we just say.
Oh, there you go, Tom. Well, that's the wrong one. But back to all right. So some official news in 3A baseball. Crest did lose last night. Tom, you asked to Lake Norman, 4-3. Is it Lake Norman or Lake Norman Charter? Lake Norman Charter.
Well, I think Coach McFarland did a good job there. Kept his team engaged. They had a rough stretch. Where they didn't win a lot of conference games. So still had a good season. That playoff win was big for them to beat South Point. So congratulations on a playoff run there.
Kings Mountain lost last night to North Davidson 5-3 in the 3A. So no more schools in our area in 3A actually still alive. Well, let me make sure. Is North Lincoln still alive, Terry? Did they win last night?
I do not know.
I didn't scroll down to see
There
that.
it is.
North Lincoln lost 8-2 to West Henderson. Let's see if I can pull some of this up for some of the folks at home. You can see some of the scores that I'm looking
teams did okay.
Yeah, two A teams. I would assume that East Rutherford won as well.
They won.
Ford, Fred T. Ford, for you folks up there in Ford land, you guys won last night 3-2 over Inca, and you're the 6th seed. Will face the 3 seed North Davidson.
Fred T. Ford's got a pitcher that's going to get drafted. I wish I could remember
really?
the name. Yeah, and he's really good. My buddy who umpires said he did a 6-inning game. It was shortened because of the run rule. Said 18 up, 18 down. He struck out all 18 batters.
Pitcher for Burns last night in the 5-inning 10-run win did throw a 5-inning perfect game last night.
Threw a perfect game.
Yes. Allen, is that right? Is there Allen?
Jack Tony.
Tony, that's who.
Jack Tony. He's come over from Kings Mountain. He's really helped out the team. Had a little injury situation earlier in the year, but he's recovered from that. So, congratulations, Jack, and congratulations, Coach Lenhart and your gang, doing a good job. And they got bandies coming up. Terry says that'd be a challenge. I agree with Terry. That will be a challenge. That bandies is always got a good team. Seems like they always got 2 or 3 arms.
They do.
Bandies is 22-4 this season.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game, but they got to come to the lot and play Burns. So we'll be there. KTC will have that game covered.
Tom, do y'all recruit?
Do we recruit? No,
Yeah.
people recruit us. It's the other way around.
Oh, I was just wondering. I was just trying to figure y'all out.
Somebody from Burns went to Tom
It's
Scarver,
kind of-
said
it's
he'd
kind of-
lose his mind, wouldn't he?
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how Terry says that. And during the scrimmage, like I was talking to a couple guys from West Lincoln, said they came over from Lincoln, Terry. So do y'all recruit? The answer is, I don't even really think anybody recruits. I think these players just
No, they just moved to a new free world.
they move to new schools, and that's just
You
kind
got
of
to get that
the
shrimp
norm.
and grits NIL money at Burns.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Well, the Burns Bandies winner will face the winner of North Stanley at Forbush, 4 and 5 seeds there. Over on the other side of the bracket, East Rutherford is still alive. It looks like West Stanley, East Davidson must have got rained out last night, or nobody's reported the scores. So everyone looking forward to an East Rutherford, maybe Burns matchup to go to the state championship in the 2A.
I think RS Central, did they lose in the first round of the community school of Davidson?
Let's see. Yes, 6-1.
Yeah, they had to move that game to Gardner Webb because it got rained twice. So they actually played at Gardner Webb at Bill Masters Field. And Bill Masters was my dad's next door neighbor for about 40 years. He actually a Clemson graduate, but gave a lot of money to that, to Gardner Webb. So I just always cool. Like everybody says, oh, Bill Masters Field. I say, yes, my dad's neighbor.
I see where Randleman won again. They beat West Lincoln in the first round 3-2. A good job by the Rebels. Come up a little short.
Yeah, they had a pretty good season.
I'm sorry, I missed them on the bracket. In the 1A, Cherville's Won 25-0 so far, Tom, as they move on to face Drone.
I had the honor of doing that. That was my one playoff game this year, Cherryville, and Brandon Owensby was behind the plate and did a great job. 15-0 though, and I tell you what, I tried to. I mean, it was a really quiet game. It was 15-0. You know, I mean, what's there to argue about in a 15-0 game? Well, the coach was at the plate, and we said, we need your protest committee. He goes, what are you talking about? I was like, well, you need to put somebody on the protest committee. Well, what do you mean? Never heard of that before. I'm like, well, you can't protest regular season, but you can protest playoffs. Long story short, you know, they finally can't be a daddy or, you know, somebody like that. So he found somebody that was going to do it, and we was walking away. He goes, man, we're never in the playoffs. I didn't know nothing about that. I was like, he's like good guy. He's like, you know, and I just kind of waved at him after the game. I said, you know, safe travels. Guy looked at me like I was Satan himself, turned back around, didn't say anything. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I was like, I don't know what I said. I just kept, when that happens, Terry, just keep on going, right? You don't even want to know what
he didn't. He walked away saying, I knew that umpire was from around here.
Yeah, that's what it was. I tell you what, if I was good enough to engineer 15-run swings, I would be in Major League Baseball.
18-9, 5 seed. Cherryville will go to 19-4. 4-seed Drone on Tuesday.
That should be a good game.
We'll have coverage of that as well.
Newsome for Cherryville, I think. You know, if he throws a good game against Drone, they have a good chance because he's pretty effective when he's on, and I think that will be a good game. Coach Hebner was talking about how it's like, well, if we can get through the second round, when Drone gets through, that's going to be a good local matchup, you know, and he was right. So third round game, Drone and Cherryville. Danny Aker will probably be up there with somebody covering that game. So if you can't make it, listen on KTC Broadcasting or 92.9.
Zach, you've had anything to say this morning?
Nope, I'm listening.
I was just wondering, Tom Steele.
I was wondering if was it Highland Tech that was in? Were they in the playoffs too?
Yes, they lost.
I know they won the first round game.
8-0 to the 1 seed Mount Airy. They beat East Wilkes 7-0, lost to the 1 seed Mount Airy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds are still live in the Western, and you wouldn't know if it was the Western again if you looked at the brackets because they put the West on the right side and the East on the left side.
North Carolina Public Education.
They must have. They've got a program somewhere, and they do all their brackets through the same program, and they're all set up in the same, and it's always been whoever set that up 10 years ago, or has West on the left and. I mean, the East on the left and the West on the right.
Well, it all depends on how you move your computer around, too, Kevin.
If you turn it around, it's right.
Yeah, if you
turn the screen around.
Yeah, it'd be facing
Actually, no, Terry. Actually, it's not true. But
and then you turn around the other way, then you go east.
See, you talk about me talking too much. If you'd have just shut up, nobody would known you were that dumb.
I can't wait till Tom becomes a grandpa and gets to say fun things and not just be a curmudgeon.
It's like your buffalo on the nickel going the wrong way.
Okay.
Oh, good morning, everybody.